What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. How y'all been? How y'all doing? Okay, so today we can do a story time about the time that I got my teacher fired. I believe I was in 5th grade. I believe this was my 5th grade teacher. So what we finna name her? Miss B for Miss Doo-doo. No, okay, so Miss B was exactly why I named her that. Like, she was rude and she was disrespectful and she was like not a good teacher. Like, you know, like some teachers, like, you know, they go through a lot and like them students really do be talking to them any kind of way, but like she was weird and she was disrespectful and she gave me pedophile vibes, and we'll talk about that later in the story. That was one of the reasons like how it helped me to get her fired. So basically, I know I was her least favorite student. She hated me because I was very outspoken and I was very, you know, very talkative as a kid. And I'm still very talkative now, period. Ain't nobody gonna stop my shine, period. Because all of this talking that I be doing gonna change the world one day. Watch and see. But yeah, so, and it's not like I didn't do my work in school or nothing. Like, I did my work, like, you know, I just talked a lot and she hate that. Like, I ain't kiddo. So it all started because I know she was my least favorite student because she would talk to me, she would talk about me to other teachers, and like it was a smaller school, so like I've had those teachers before, so like they would, I guess, know what she was talking about or whatever the case may be. I don't know if they defend me or agree with her, but it was neither here nor there. So basically, Miss B, like, she would always say that I was on my phone. She would always try to call my mama, but joke's on her. My mama would never answer the phone. And yeah, so and then she started calling the principal on me because my mama never answered the phone. So I was in 5th grade going to the principal's office. Like, I'm a little kid, I'm going to the principal's office, but it didn't matter. So I was just telling the principal everything that was happening, and you know, I was okay to talk to our principal because our principal was like, he was actually a good principal. Like, if we get in trouble and we needed to be punished, he punished us, but he did it in like the correct way. Like, oh, you get a detention, or oh, when we go out to recess, you got to stand on the wall. Like, I feel like, you know, he did things within reason. He just didn't do it because he had the power to do it, and like that's what I liked about him. Because even as a kid, I understood that, like, you know, people get punished because they do bad things, and he wasn't punishing people for no reason. So I respected him for that. So I'll make a long story short, one day when I went down to him and I was like, I'm being honest, she just doesn't like me, stuff like this. I guess I just talk too much, this, and the third. I was like, it's whatever at this point. But, well, I didn't tell him that, but like, I was just like, I'm sorry and stuff like that. He was like, it's fine, you can go back to class. And then I went back to class. And she hated that because she used to hate when they sent me right back to class. And I'm like, what did you expect them to do? So yeah, so later that day, she was talking about how I was on my phone. Because I would, like, I had an iPhone. Like, I couldn't put my phone in a locker like other kids because those kids stole. Like, and nobody's gonna steal my phone. No ma'am. My mom paid the ma'am. So I won't put it in there, but I'll leave it on my desk. Like, I didn't have a problem with being on my phone because, like, I had games on there. Like, I was a little kid. I didn't have that much on my phone. Like, everyone that I talked to was already in class with me. Like, my little boo, like my little crush, he was in class with me. So like, couldn't been texting him. I don't even know, he did have a phone, but he was in my class with me, so I could talk to him whenever he wanted. My best friend was in my class with me, so I could talk to her whenever I wanted. So later, was no one I needed to talk to, and my mama was at work, so I could talk to her. My daddy was at work, and I couldn't talk to her. So why would I be on my phone? And like, the games, like, as a kid, like, it was like certain games I couldn't play without noise. So like, it was nothing that I could be doing. on my phone, period. So when she would be like, oh, give me your phone, and I won't give her my phone, and then she'd be like, well, if you don't give me your phone, I'll call your mama. And I'll be like, do you want the number? Like, I was that student. Like, I don't care. Like, if that's disrespectful, that's just disrespectful. But man, no, you can have the phone. I mean, you can have my mama's phone number, because I already know she wasn't gonna answer. Two, if she would have called my grandma just would have been like, let me talk to her. My grandma would have been like, yeah, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, my grandma just would have, you know, told me like to do better. And it was this and another. Like, it don't matter. But yeah, she's trying to say that I was on my phone and stuff like that. So I said I wasn't, and yeah. So keep that in mind. Now, when I like came, like everyone in my class, like everyone hated Miss B. So we came up with a plan. Let's get Miss B fired. I was like, whenever she do something that we know she not supposed to do as a teacher, let's just tell the principal, right? So that was a good plan. And I mean, it's not like, this is not like no movie. Like, we couldn't like do some crazy stuff like to get her fired or whatever. But yeah, so whatever she did, we told. So she was cussing at us one day, and then we told like different people would tell, because like if I was always the person to tell, like that'll look suspicious. It looked like I was out for her. So, you know, I was smart. Your girl was smart. So I was like, oh, go tell that she cursed, this and that. I felt like a little leader though. Like, so go tell that she cursed and she said this, and then like, you know, because we was all trying to get rid of her. So that they did. So she was cussing at us, this and the third, and then okay, so one day she ended up cussing at us. So I told my friend, I was like, you need to go tell the principal that she cursed at us. And then I guess the principal, my friend came back to me and was like, oh, he asked this, like telling me the questions that he asked and what she said, so like so we can have our story straight or whatever. And it was not like we was making it up or anything like that. You know, that's what she responded. So it wasn't really to get our story straight, but like just so we can communicate with each other and we know what was going on. So when that friend did that, we was like, okay. Now, it was a situation with me. She was always saying that I was on my phone, and she would always call the principal and tell the principal that I was on my phone. So one day I, you know, got smart, and I told, I asked the principal, like I got to school early, because I used to ask my mom to drop me off at school early, because like, you know, when you go to school early, you could talk to your friends, play with your friends, you know, just have fun. So I went to school early, and I was like, you know, I just said hey to everyone that I did sit in the hallway, and then I went to the principal and I was like, can I leave my phone down here for today until like it's time for us to go home, because I don't want her to say that I'm on my phone when I'm not. So he was like, my principal was like, okay, because why wouldn't, you know, because the phone is a distraction to a kid, so why would he want me to be distracted in class? You know what I'm saying? So he kept the phone in his office like he said he would, and you know, we was getting through the day, so it was after lunchtime, I believe. Y'all, I'm not in school no more. Like, clearly, this was all the way back in elementary school, so I'm not gonna remember everything, but I'm pretty sure it was after lunch. It was after lunch or right before lunch, because y'all, recess. They should have had a thing where like recess, like you have recess in high school, like 30 minutes, something like that. But so oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so so she was like, we was transitioning to do something else and like go to a different subject, because like the elementary school, well, I don't know if all elementary schools like this, but you know how like in elementary school you got one teacher for the whole day. She teach you math, science, English, and all that. So I guess we was transitioning to the next subject or whatever, and she I opened my, like everybody opened their desk, but like I was taking a long time to close my desk, because like my mama, like She gave me all the fancy stuff on like my school supplies. So I forgot what I was doing. I could have been sharpening no, either I was sharpening a pencil or putting extra lead in my pencils. So she was like, bring me the phone. I'm like, I don't have my, I was like, no. She was like, bring me the phone. I was like, I don't have it. She was like, yes you do. Why are your doors open? I was like, I'm putting lead or I'm sharpening my pencil. And I'm working with my pencil. And then she was like, bring me the phone, Nia, and stop lying. And I'm not lying. And she didn't believe me. So I closed my desk, and then I think she asked one of my group mates or like my group buddies, whatever you call it. And they was just looking at her because like they was scared, like, cause like she used to scare people. But she asked one of them, and they was just looking around like they just looked down. And then she ended up calling the principal, and she was like, Nia's on her phone again. I'm about to send her down. And then I guess whatever he said, I ain't have to go down there because I'm pretty sure he was like, her phone is in my office. And then she looked at me, and she was blue. And I was just like, honey, I said I wasn't on my phone. You just didn't want to believe me. So that was her second strike. So, I mean, because she cussed multiple times, but like, you know, cussing ain't really nothing, I guess, to them. So, it ain't really nothing, but we went to get fired. So, we tell them on everything, baby. We was some snitches. So, what happened? Oh, okay, this is the last thing. And y'all know how I mentioned earlier, like, she gave me pedo vibes. Like, you know, at that age, I didn't know the word pedophile, but, like, I knew, like, adults shouldn't, you know, touch kids or talk to kids. So, one day we were going home. I remember this because this boy had on a backpack in his coat or a little jacket or something like that. And I forgot what he had. No, he couldn't have on no jacket because of what she said. Okay, so basically, what we gonna name him? We gonna name him Cody. He was like Miss B's favorite student, y'all. Like, to a T. Cody was like Miss B's favorite student. And we was going home, or whatever the case may be. I think we was going home though. And she was like touching all on his head, like this, that. And was like touching his muscles, talking about, you think you're strong and this and the third. And like we was all playing and laughing, and like everybody got quiet when she was saying that. They were just looking at her, and like she grabbed the back of his head or something. I don't remember exactly because like it all happened so fast. But he was like right by the door, and it was this metal part on the door. Like, it all happened so fast, but she grabbed his head or something, and like he was trying to get away from her, I guess. And like I guess she like kind of shoved him. I don't know, y'all, but like something happened where to the point where like he hit his tooth on that metal part of the door because of her. And he ended up chipping his tooth. Y'all, man, listen. When that boy told his mama, when Cody told his mama, oh, it was a wrap after that. Oh, yeah, we didn't see her no more after that day, y'all. Cause, after the school had let out, well, I don't think I end up telling the teacher. I think I end up telling the principal that incident because, like, the mama ended up handling it. But I was just like, ooh. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I was in this after-school program at my elementary school, and basically they helped me with my homework and this and the third. And there was other kids in there, but my like little crush or whatever you may call him and his mama had came up there because she was saying that he was missing a whole bunch of assignments, but like wouldn't give him those assignments. It was something like that. Like, it was something about his schoolwork. And like, honestly, I felt like she did that because she knew something was going on between us. Like, I don't know. It was weird because it's like we on some, like, you know how little kids be like, oh my god, he's cute or she's cute. Like, you're like, it seemed like she was jealous of that or something. It was just real weird. And I was like, no, man, you're weird. So yeah, she ended up getting in trouble for that too. And yeah, but y'all know how earlier I had said that I felt like my teachers were talking about each other. So my 4th grade teacher and my 5th grade teacher, they was right next door to each other. They was right next door to each other. So I'm pretty sure that she was talking about me to my 4th grade teacher, and I never had a problem with my 4th grade teacher. Like, my 4th grade teacher actually liked me. So I don't know, but I guess they was just so best friend, cool, this, that, and the third. My 4th grade teacher pulled me out of class. My mama was mad when she found this out, but my 4th grade teacher pulled me out of class talking about something. What happened to Miss B? What happened yesterday? What did you do? This, like, going off on me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, what did you do? Why isn't she here? I was like, she chipped Cody's tooth. I almost said his real name. I was like, she chipped Cody's tooth. And I was like, she pushed him against the wall. And then she looked at me like she was so shocked, because I was like, she was feeling on Cody, and like, she was feeling all over Cody. And so like, I just explained the story, and then she was like, she was looking in shock, and she was like, okay, go back to class, baby. And I'm like, no, you just went off on me, don't call me no baby. That's why I was thinking in my head, but I didn't say that to her because that's disrespectful. But yeah, so I don't know if she ended up going back to school next year, because like there's my elementary school only went, it was kindergarten up to 5th grade, and that was my last year there. So I don't know if she ended up coming back, but she didn't come back for the rest of the year, y'all. Like, it worked. So your girl out here getting teachers fired because you shouldn't have liked me. You know, you should have liked me because you missed out on the real one. Because although I talked a lot, I feel like I was a pretty good student, and like, we did this test or whatever to see if we followed directions. It was like this test, like, I remember it was like, she was like, read all the questions and answer them as fast as you can, and whoever, like, you know, whoever finishes first, like, they win a prize. So like, I did the thing, and like at the end it was like, you're not supposed to fill none of this out. It was just to see if you could follow instructions, because people like would just answer the questions like right then. They didn't read all the questions through. And then she was just like, she was bragging about me for a whole week to all the teachers, talking about some, oh well, she did so good, she follows instructions and stuff like that, just for her to end up not liking me. And what is that? Yeah, she blew me off. So yeah, that was the story time about how I got my teacher fired. And honestly, she deserved it, because she was being rude. And what 50-year-old teacher talks about, well, how old are you in 5th grade? Like 12, 11, 10? What 50-year-old person talks about a 10-year-old? Get it together. I think it was the 10 or 11. But yeah, that's all for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and keep following me on my YouTube journey, because I got so much more to offer, and I love y'all. Bye.
Put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'ma put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'ma put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'ma put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'ma put it